Hey guys, today is Tuesday, May the 16th of 2023, and I wanted to go over the dollar, metals, and energy. So without any further delay, let's get into it. FYI, I've been traveling, doing some projects, and finally got home yesterday, but couldn't do a video. Now I got some time, so here we go. Squeeze play on the weekly. Up top is weekly, bottom is daily. As you can see, crude oil is undecided where it wants to go. Still kind of in a consolidation pattern, so people are building a position in here, but what direction it's going to go, we're going to find out soon. R Bob got a nice little pop, but back into the consolidation pattern, which is a sideways action. So nothing here. We got bottom feeders came in and bought it up, but still on the daily and on the weekly kind of chop fest. Natural gas. Finally, we got a positive MOBO bands. The bands are turning green. So finally, things are looking even better. The bad part is that May we kind of get a little pop, but then June and July we kind of fizzle and it's just down to flat. So hopefully maybe we can get something strong enough to test 302 or maybe higher, but I don't know. Maybe it's going to go back down because June and July are very, very weak or just kind of sideways. The daily looking good. Still squeeze play. Looks like now the pressure now is going to start going to the upside. Targets is 252, and maybe, if the gods are good up in heaven, the trading gods, maybe we could get 302. RBOB, it's kind of waking up here. We got a positive histogram on yellow. Low is 215, but still haven't taken out the 243, so it's just kind of going sideways. We're going to go to gold and see what we got there. Interesting, dollar pop, and gold hasn't even pulled back. Not even like a nice little, it did here, but this is the weekly. You can see on the weekly, we already got a PPS sell signal on the silver, but we don't even have it on gold. So showing gold is pretty strong. But there is a squeeze play on the gold, and it hasn't decided where it wants to go yet, but it's kind of hovering there. Silver PPS sell signal on the weekly and on the daily kind of took some of these important lows. So silver is more on the weaker side and looks at the squeeze play and the triggers to the downside, meaning that, I've been saying, all along since last month that there's going to be a pop in May for the dollar, and we're already getting it. Is it going to follow through? It's kind of early. We'll see how it's going to play out. Copper is losing the 407, 408, line in the sand level. It's pushing lower. I did it here too. So, I may go down there and test the 313 and then find support, then bounce back up and then oscillate here. Until it could break above and hit maybe kiss 5. But so far, squeeze play, and it looks like the triggers to the downside, the pressures to the downside. You can see PPS sell signal from 420. Oh, 420. And then it pushed down. And then you see platinum, got this nice little pop, that couldn't close above 1117, and then it pushed back. PPS sell signal on the daily, squeeze play, in play on the daily chart. So it's just kind of going back and forth here. Key level to watch out is at 1042. Let's go to palladium. This is I'm all tongue tied here. Platinum. Let's go to palladium. I'm like rusty. I haven't been doing a video for a while. All right, let's look at what we have here. As you can see, just kind of consolidating here. That hasn't taken out the 1649. Just kind of going sideways. Once you take that out, it looks like it could probably, push higher. But so far, this is where the resistance is and the support. And it's just oscillating back and forth. Let's go look at the dollar because that's the one that I'm really excited about. So we got a PPS buy signal like here, but you can see that we dug, deep into the trenches where the bears are at and almost kissed this 11, 102.81 and then kind of pull back. So I'm not surprised that we kind of pull back and then with force push and break higher to even maybe test this 105. And if it takes out 105, then obviously we're going to probably go higher. But so far, this is positive right here for the dollar. Just keep an eye on 102.80. Maybe put an alert that if it closes above that, maybe you could short. Some people are already getting ahead. So this is probably the best one. It's gold to get a, maybe build a short position, a slow, nothing huge, nothing crazy like you think you're gonna, win the whole market. Maybe a little one contract or a micro contract, and just see, because the dollar is waking up. The dollar is waking up. I wanted to go real quick over these natural gas levels. As you can see on the daily chart, we're above the 50%, the midpoint, which is 232. So that's good. We're already to our 244. Very overextended, 245. That's it, but it could push higher. On the weekly, you're above 223. So that's good. And kind of overextended, 242. This is for the week, and you're already kissing it, so it could be very overextended. 252 would be the target. On the monthly, you're above the midpoint, which is at 223. So if it gets to 252, targets to the upside, 267 all the way to 282. You broke above the volume profile where the bears were camping, so that's good. Let's look at our simple glance chart. You can see that things are kind of waking up. I like the hockey stick on the Mac Daddy on the monthly. As you can see, the MACD on the weekly has never crossed negative. You can see the Momo now building up on the histogram on the green part, so that's good. We're starting to maybe base off on the market sentiment on the May, on the weekly, and you can see that we kind of flatlined on the market sentiment on the daily, and now it's pushing higher. MACD is positive. Linear regression channel is pointing up, so that's good. One of the things I like to always have the same indicators consistent on the same chart of everything that I look, so I could kind of pick up on their nuances. And you could remember when it was pointing down, and then it started kind of pointing in an angle. And when I use this line, I'm talking about this middle one, the gray one, and then it was kind of sideways, and now look, now we're pointing up. So that means that it could probably start oscillating like this back and forth. Now we got to take out 248, point of control, 249 around there. That's what, we're probably going to stall. But once we get our heads out of the cloud, short term, daily time frame, short term is positive. As long as we can hold and stay above 248, things are good. Once we get, into June and we start going below 248, you should probably lock in profits if you're long, or just get out and wait for the June, July, chopness fest to kick in. I mean, it's already in, but it'll probably be even stronger because those months are very, very weak. PPS buy signal, mobile bands positive, and positive Heikin-Ashi. We're going to probably deal with the, you're above the 50 and the 20 on the daily. We're probably going to be kissing this 20 SMA on the weekly. And then you got the 200 and the 100 and the 50 SMA all the way up here. So that's looking good. Let's see. Yep. Value area high all the way to 249, all the way to 247. And if we go look at the square of 9, you're hovering around the 242. So yeah, you're very stretched. This is the 45 degree according to Gann. This is the 90 degree straight up. So anywhere between 242 around here to like 249. The last low was what, 94 on April 14th. So yeah, so 253, you see that's where we stall right here. But if we break right through there, keep an eye on 257, 258. That lines up with the 94. And then that February 22 around there, the 20th, that was 199 that we made that low, even to 260. If you get to 260, I would definitely lock in some money. Because that's very like you're like super greedy mode right there, and maybe that could just stall it right there, and then maybe kind of oscillate and maybe just go back down and do the June and July summer chop fest until August where things start waking up. I'm gonna sign out. Hopefully you like this video, and I'm glad I'm back. I missed doing my videos, and I've been looking at the markets, but I couldn't do anything. I was just itchy to come home. I took my laptop, but I forgot my mic. There you go. Age catching up on you. Age catching up on you. Well, I'm going to sign out. Love you guys. Missed you. And I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the dollar, the energy, and the metals.